So, first person shooters are always looking for ways to get players around maps, in more creative type of ways. One way is the implementation of vehicles. Hardline and Advanced Warfare both approach vehicles from two different perspectives. Where do they differ and who does it best? Let's play some Battlefield Hardline and some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The Battlefield franchise is no stranger to tossing vehicles into the mix. In many ways, it was the Battlefield franchise that set the bar for vehicular warfare. Looking specifically at Hardline, we get some worldly vehicles that play into the cops and robbers theme. Muscle cars, attack choppers, and the one vehicle found in every single heist movie I can think of, a white van. Since Battlefield leans towards a realistic type of setting, not fully and all the time, but the vehicles still drive and act in that type of manner. With the introduction of the game mode Hotwire, there's a big emphasis on the vehicle game mechanics. Were they really polished and perfect? I would say not really. Sometimes cars, can kind of really glitch out, if they're colliding and crashing together. So that was kind of wonky. Overall, I felt the vehicles in Hardline do support the gameplay and allow the player lots of control over the ways in which they want to travel. I felt Hardline goes above and beyond to give the players a driver's seat experience inside their vehicles. Now, Advanced Warfare doesn't have the major emphasis on vehicles like Hardline, but it does have its fair share of them, and you can actually operate them. During the campaign mode, we get to pilot a jet, drive a boat, and blow up some things as you chug along in a tank. I think it kind of floats or whatnot, I forget. Since these are in the single player mode, you're kind of more restricted as to where you can travel with the vehicles. You're basically more along for the ride in that type of sense. Since this is the case, the drivability of these vehicles feels very linear, and kind of box-like. Now, what about multiplayer? Since you can actually man some of the score streaks, I'll go ahead and toss those in as vehicles as well. The aerial attack drone is probably one of my favorite little drones to operate. It's pretty fun. It's actually pretty powerful as well. It handles well and it just feels like it belongs in the battle. Really fits that futuristic feel. One thing I noticed though when dealing with these directional based type of score streaks, such as the reflection tower on solar or like any gun turret you have to operate, the look sensitivity was really cranked up super high, and I'm not sure exactly why. It's really annoying when you're in the battle and you deploy your turret and you switch to it and the look sensitivity is super high. I'm not sure why this happened, but it was pretty annoying. Advanced Warfare really puts the player kind of more in the passenger seat as they're taking on this like explosive, intense type of ride. To wrap up the video, vehicles in Hardline play a key role in its core gameplay. The player has lots of options on how they get to travel on the maps. However, if you want to highlight a game mode that hinges on drivability, the driving mechanics need to be polished. On the other hand, Advanced Warfare dabbles in the pool of vehicular warfare. Single-player campaign vehicles tend to feel box-like, and the player is more along for the ride. With that said, Advanced Warfare has some fun score streaks that give the player an alternative perspective of the battlefield. Ultimately, though, it's up to you to decide, do you like the vehicles in Hardline? Or do you like the vehicles in Advanced Warfare? Let me know what you all think in the comments below, or feel free to hit me up on Twitter at MappedOutGamer. Peace.